For every beginning, there is a conclusion. For every birth, there must be a death. A once peaceful land is quickly seized and terrorized by the paramilitary organization ENE Corp. Enacting a large-scale multi-front invasion, they conquered armies across the world in little time. All this was accomplished thanks to the unquenchable ambitions of a single man named Lord Ruse. As he struck down each of his opponents with unbelievable power, the world fell into despair. Only one threat to Ruse and ENE Corp remains, the Oboro clan, led by the legendary Joe Musashi.
Welcome to Between the Joysticks! Press start and then we're off! Nick and John, they've got the sauce! Breaking news and some hot takes! Even if there's some mistakes, Nick is captaining the ship, while John gives thoughts straight from the hip. But when their powers combine, we're all in for a hell of a time. Between the Joysticks, it's the best. Up to 6 things they will address. Tell all your friends and settle in. Between the Joysticks now begins.
Hello there, and welcome to episode 151 of the video game podcast Between the Joysticks. On this episode,
Silksong.
Not yet. That's next week's episode. We'll be talking Nintendo Direct and State of Play predictions. While one just aired earlier today, we think that there's going to be both of those things later this month and get our predictions
Distractions.
But I'm your host, Nick, and that voice you heard yelling Silksong, because that's all his brain is thinking about, is my co-host, John. John, we are on the eve of Silksong.
Yes.
From vaporware to right here at our doorstep.
'Twas the night before Silksong, and all through the house, Hornet was stirring, so she could stick a needle in my face. Yeah, man. I mean, if I was a crazy person, I could download it in about 8 hours or something like that.
Yeah, I think it's like 10 a.m.
Or even earlier. But I got life, so I don't know if I'm going to be doing that. But I'm ready to go. Everything that they keep saying about this game is just they continue this trend of just the right. It's coming out soon, and it looks gorgeous, and by the way, it's $20, and we're gonna give you a 21:9 mode just for the sake of it. So, can't wait. Almost there. We're almost there.
On the pantheon of announced games, is this number one of your most anticipated?
Are you talking all time or
as of right now, games that have not released yet? Is this your number one?
Does Hades 2 count?
You can say Hades 2 more than this one.
Yeah, probably. No, it's probably this one. It's just because I'm not nervous to play Hades, but I do. From everything I've heard about the combat, it's slower, it's a little more methodical, and I don't know if that makes me a little nervous. Whereas
Sure.
I know that this is just going to be everything I want and more.
Okay. So those are your
this feels like it's going to take what was built and push it forward in every way, like a good sequel usually does. Hades is so perfect as it is that I don't know how you can make it any better. But so I'd probably say this is number one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
Probably. I don't know what else there is. What else? Saros is way up there. Saros is, but we haven't seen when we start to see more of that. Maybe we'll talk about it later in this episode. Then that will probably skyrocket up. But yeah.
Okay. Well, that's pretty incredible.
Yeah, it's it was the day before Grand Theft Auto for you.
Yeah, that is the equivalent. Yeah, that's pretty wild. So you must be feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Never too good. I'm never feeling that.
Right.
Good,
Yeah. I know. You got to keep your level of grumpiness.
Keep my depression on. Always there.
But also last episode we talked about Hell Is Us, and we did a pop bet on what the score was going to be. Mm-hmm. You picked 84 and I picked 81.
I think I picked 80.
Oh, really?
Yeah, from what I remember.
Roll back the tape. And we were right on, because it was it launched, it was at 83.
Yeah.
And then it has slowly been dropping. But I was like, oh man, this is as close as it can get. It was an 82 when I posted it on our Twitter account. But yeah, it is sitting at an 80, making myself the winner.
You want a code red? What do you want?
Well, I don't know. Are you feeling spicy? Do you want to double down?
Oh, what does that equate to? Just 2 pops, or does that transfer it into a pizza bet?
Whatever you're feeling.
Yeah, I mean,
Do you want to double down on what you think Borderlands 4 will get?
ooh, Borderlands 4. Yeah, I'll double down. I'll double that down.
Okay.
It's hard to deny, the competitive side of me, and a little bit of a challenge. I pride myself on my scoreness.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna reverse things. I wrote down my number, hands free from my keyboard. What are you giving it? What do you think? Borderlands 4 out next 2 weeks? No, 2 weeks.
Oh, this is tough.
2 weeks.
This is okay.
No, out next week, the 12th.
Yeah, it's the 12th. Do I go higher than on the higher side? I got a number.
I think Borderlands 3 was an 81.
Yeah. I got a number.
Okay. Go ahead.
83.
You're going 83?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. What do you got?
I got 86, so.
Man, that's what I first was going to say, just because I think it's going to be good. But, okay, good. That's another, it'll probably land right in the middle,
Right.
and then go one way or another.
It's almost like clockwork. You can kind of predict these games sometimes. It's just
It does look really good, though. Like, I hope I will gladly pay the $2 for this game to be more on the 86 side than the 83 side.
Okay.
Because, yeah.
All right.
3 was fun, but disappointing in all the ways that everybody knows about.
Sure. All right. Well, we'll probably find out next episode. Other than that, a bunch of reviews for games came out. Lost Souls aside. 64.
Yeah, it's that one hurts. Like, I don't know. I always root for people who are pouring their heart and soul, no pun intended, into a project like that. And this one is one of the longest standing, like, holy crap, this isn't being made by a single person type games, and it's been in development for like 12 years. Finally reaches the finish line, and yeah, it's just gonna get buried. That game's not gonna sell well. It obviously reviewed pretty poorly. Hopefully that guy, hopefully he's like, maybe, unless if he's just purely passionate and wants to continue to work by himself, but maybe he can land himself a gig like working on combat stuff for like Capcom or something. It seems like everybody that played it said the combat's pretty good. Everything else is real bad, like the voice acting, the datedness of it, the gameplay mechanics and things, but the combat's okay. So
I couldn't even bring myself to play more than 5 minutes of the demo.
Yeah.
Especially when I saw those reviews out there, I'm like, it's not even worth my time.
Yeah, what's the point?
I'm not going to touch it. So,
yeah, so that's a 64. What else? We got Cronos.
Yep.
Reviews dropping today. Where is that? 78 still?
Yeah.
78. So no, but like that one is, I think, one of those games, especially with like Halloween coming around the corner, that like it could be worth your time. Just make sure you know what type of gamer you are. But a little more the Bloober team type, setup of like, feels a little clunky at times. Gameplay is not entirely where we want it to be, but cool vibes, cool setup, good graphics, things like that.
Yeah. Yeah, looks kind of like Dead Spacey. It looks a big mechanic is just making sure things are dead so they don't merge into each other to make a super whatever those things are, mutant things.
Sure.
But yeah, it just looks fine.
They always have dumb names, necromorphs and.
Not a big. I mean, you look like a big daddy, and that's not.
I will say, like, yeah,
that
I don't
enjoyed.
like. Just like it's the same obviously design as like God, what's his name from Spider-Man: Far From Home?
Oh, Mysterio.
Just the big bold head thing is just never a good look to me. There was that really horrible DLC for Suicide Squad. Do you remember that when the Mr. Freeze character?
Oh,
it
yeah.
was like the worst looking thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't like that. Don't vibe with that. But yeah, wasn't there another one that just came out too?
No, we're waiting on more reviews. Like there's DLC for Indiana Jones out this week, and I think that's it.
Yeah,
that's the last thing. And then
some small names, Metal Eden. Yeah, but that was already out, wasn't it?
No, it had a demo out.
Oh, okay.
But now it's officially out. But
okay. Oh, cool.
No, yeah. I mean, again, I don't. To our add on to our discussion last week about the impact of Hollow Knight, it's like, well, if your games aren't reviewing very well, I don't think Hollow Knight. You can't go, Cronos didn't sell very well because of Silksong, or
right.
Lost Soul aside because of Silksong. It's like, you're just not gonna make it on a week of no releases with scores like those. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah, but I expect to see Hollow Knight scores on Monday. That's probably what we're thinking. So
Okay.
hopefully.
Yeah, well, by the time everyone plays through it, but I'm curious.
Ooh, Polygon has some impressions of it. I'll have to read those later. This game
It's out
sucks.
tomorrow.
Yeah, I know, but I want people to, I need to be part of a cult. I want to be part of this Hollow Knight cult, and everybody amplify how I feel about things.
And then finally, this was kind of out of nowhere. We said last week we were on a DEF CON 1 for a state of play. Little did we know that Sony would announce and already have a state of play out by the time we next recorded. But this is not a typical state of play. This was a game-focused one. So we got to see 30 minutes of James Bond 007 from IO Interactive. Got a release date, March 27th of next year. Is there anything that you saw in there that you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, I guess let's get this off the front. Is this a game you're interested in?
No.
Okay. It's not a game I'm interested in either, so obviously, I take that with a grain of salt. But I think it looked pretty good, honestly. Like,
Do you like the Hitman games?
No.
Okay.
No, like I don't like that slow plotting,
Right.
evaluate the scenario, plan. I don't like, you know me,
Yes.
right? Neon White, Hollow Knight, let's
Right.
go. I want to fight things.
Right.
So not my style, but I did find it interesting that it's another example of just you can't please anybody anymore. Like, all the comments, everybody's like, "Oh my god, it looks so bad. It looks dated." And there are some people that are like, "Oh, I'm into this." Probably the people that were in the Hitman stuff, but like it looked fun. I mean, it looked like they're trying to do what they can to at least honor the IP from a sense of who James Bond is. I think I still don't like the character design. I don't like the young Tom Holland look that they went for it. But like, kind of they're going all out with like the cars and the set pieces, and having a fight on the back of a moving plane. It felt very Bondy, Uncharted-y. That's kind of what I was telling Nick here, is that it reminded me a lot of like Hitman meets Uncharted, and I think a lot of the comments I was reading kind of echoed the same thing, where there's the slower sections that Hitman where you're in a disguise, you're at a party, there's a lot of people around, you're doing that, but then it kind of breaks open into a third-person cover shooter, much like an Uncharted, that I feel like Hitman doesn't really have. I think it has some shooting, but it's not meant for that.
No,
So as soon as you get in a gunfight in that game, I feel like you probably have lost the scenario.
Right, you're either reloading or you're running away. It's not as prolonged as the firefights in this state of play seemed.
Yeah. So, while it's not a game for me, I think that this will be a pretty well-received game. I don't think it's going to be a game of the year.
Oh yeah, give it a score.
Give it a score right now?
No, I'm just joking.
Well, I'm going to, so I can get it on the books in case I nail it.
We're 7 months away.
I know, but I'm going to now because no, this is an 80.
What?
84? I don't know. I think they'll have, this is a team, right, that has, I wouldn't say they've perfected Hitman, but it is a series that has had an upward trajectory since they really kind of rebooted it back in 2016. And, if they're a team that's improving a franchise, I would think they take everything they learned from that, put it into James Bond, add some James Bondiness to it, and you got a pretty winning formula there, I think.
Yeah, I think ever since this game was announced, we know what they're going to do right, and that's like the first half of what we saw here is like you said, the infiltration, the multiple ways to reach your destination, your goals. Hitman 101. Will IO Interactive be able to do the Uncharted parts, which is the extended car driving we saw that looks okay.
Yeah.
The third person shooter moments, and then the action set pieces, the plane that you mentioned. Will they be able to nail all those and have that level of polish that? And again, they have 7 months to do it. That level of polish that you expect from a AAA James Bond meets Uncharted meets Hitman game, and that'll be, I think, a tall order for them. But I don't know. I'm sure Amazon is just throwing buckets of money at this because
Amazon and Sony's backing them. I mean, and I think that's something that you can always put a little bit of stock into. I put a little too much stock into it once with that. And you remember Chia? I was like, oh, Sony's backing this. They're gonna love it. And it wasn't so much the case. But when you think of the games that they dedicate state of plays to, even if they're not dedicating an entire state of play to it, but like
Suicide Squad.
Yeah, Suicide Squad. That's a good point.
I'm sorry, you were making a point.
Yeah. Silksong. Silksong's gonna be great. Is what I was trying to say.
But Borderlands 4. What other dedicated? Final Fantasy.
Rebirth, they typically like if they're putting a lot of marketing gusto behind something. And that's a first part thing. But I feel like I even remember them having a decent amount of backing, like with Animal Well and some of those games that they release, day and date with PlayStation Extra. Typically, those are at least amongst the better. They're not just putting their shit behind like, oh, let's try this Lord of the Rings Gollum game. Maybe that'll be good.
Right.
They don't just throw their money willy-nilly. Right. So I expect it to be at least above average.
Yeah, they typically back big indie games. Stray, Sea of Stars.
Right, there you go. There's those were the games I was expecting my co-host to bring up, not the one. The one. But good pull, nonetheless.
But yeah, again, we have time. We're going to see, obviously, this game some more. Possibly at the next, not at the next Sony State of Play, but maybe at the Game Awards.
Yeah.
So there's plenty of time for this game to show up, and it seems like you're hunting a rogue agent, and I like that kind of plot too. That was in
009,
GoldenEye as well. It's like rogue.
Sean Bean's character was a former 00, wasn't he?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So
from
a plot point, I'll never say never, but next year is.
Isn't that a Bond title?
No.
It's Never Say Never. It's not. Never Say Die. I don't know. Whatever.
While John's looking that up, unless you got something else, we can get into how the show works.
No, go for it.
All right, this is how the show works, John.
Never say never again. Damn it.
This is how the show works. John and I can both bring up to 3 things to talk about for a total of 6 things. It can be a video game we're playing, a news item, a email from you, the listener. That email address is betweenthejoysticks@gmail.com. You can follow us on Twitter @joystickspod, or you can comment on our YouTube page @betweenthejoysticks. Any of those things, we can bring it and we can talk about it. And I wanted to start again with this Nintendo Direct and this State of Play. Now, historically, there has been a Nintendo Direct every September since 2016, with the exception of last year. And I think that has everything to do with the Switch, too.
Yeah.
There has been a State of Play every September since 2019. So we're at a DEFCON 1 for those things to happen again. Even with this James Bond 30-minute State of Play we just got, I still think there will be a regular State of Play this month. But where did you want to start, John? Do you want to go Nintendo or did you want to go PlayStation?
Let's go Nintendo.
All right. So I got some questions for you.
Okay. What you need, buddy?
With this Nintendo Direct,
Yep.
they have this big movie push into Hollywood. We got the cast for the live-action Zelda movie. There is another Mario Brothers movie scheduled to come out next year for the Mario 40th anniversary.
Okay.
Will those be in the Nintendo Direct?
No, I don't think so. I think Zelda, first off, is a little too far away still to do anything with that. I think there's a better likelihood that you might see the first trailer for the Super Mario Brothers 2 movie. But I also think that those are not priority despite the big push into the film industry that they're trying to do. I think we're still in the very first couple months of a new console. I think that there's still a lot of unannounced things that they need to, talk about and make sure, whether it's Metroid Prime, whether it's, what's the plan for the, it's great we got a Mario Brothers movie coming out, but where's the game, right? Like we're 8 years past the last 3D Mario game. So I think that towards the end of the year, it doesn't make a lot of sense to bring up some movies and things that aren't going to be here for quite a while still, when you have that kind of stuff to talk about. I think personally, but
I wouldn't be surprised if they get and they can because they do all the weird casting things, like when they're like Chris Pratt is Mario, and they could, I don't know who's voicing Yoshi in the sequel, but I don't know, they could make a big deal about that if they cast Ganon or any big Zelda characters.
Yeah, I mean, Zelda's going to be interesting being that it's live action. The Mario animated movie is just full of icons, quote unquote icons,
yes.
like modern day icons. I'm not saying Anya Taylor-Joy's a fucking icon, but she's notable. The people that they've cast for both Zelda and Link are not, no disrespect, they're nobodies,
right?
So I don't think you can go be like, and we also cast Brad Pitt as Ganon. It's like that.
No, if they got a big name like that,
I just don't think you would. So I think Zelda is still a little bit of ways. And the Mario Brothers movie maybe, but
calling it now, Ray Fiennes is Ganon.
It'd be great. Ray Fiennes is great. It's actually not a bad casting choice either.
No,
it's not bad.
No, I have a feeling for Ganon they'll go
old,
someone pretty established. But we'll see.
Idris Elba.
Sure, I'll take that. All right.
Who's a nerd? I feel like nerds love to do nerd projects.
It's Henry
Henry Cavill.
Cavill.
Cavill. Okay.
But I think there's the potential for them to at least not a trailer, but at least talk about casting, and that they're excited for those upcoming projects. Especially if Miyamoto comes out, he'll be talking about those.
They should. Alan Tudyk should be Yoshi. Didn't he voice Hey Hey from Moana? He was a little chicken.
Yeah, he was.
So.
So we'll see. Are there any other notable Mario characters? I guess.
Oh, I'm sure there's a lot.
That talk.
I don't know. We can get into the Rosalinas,
like
the
Baby Bowser,
the Daisies, the Baby Bowsers, Wario.
That's true.
Wario, Waluigi.
Yeah, those are
Danny DeVito as Wario.
Well, that works with Charlie Day as Luigi.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think there's a chance. I'm going to say there's a chance. You mentioned it. Is Metroid Prime 4 coming out this year? Because it'll probably be here regardless. But
yes.
Is it coming out this year?
I was gonna say it was gonna be there, but I don't know about a date, and you cornered me.
I have a feeling it's getting pushed.
Yeah,
early next year.
I mean, they got the Dusk Bloods that is kind of, I think, slated for that first half of next year. And what else would they have for the fall then? I guess they'd have that Zelda beat 'em up thing. Hyrule Warriors 2.
Yeah, there's no day for that.
It's just it's a weak first year Switch.
Well,
I'm going to say yes.
Kirby Air Riders. You have
Zelda's
or Pokemon Za.
Oh, the Pokemon game. Yeah.
And then you would have that as well.
With Pokemon there, I forgot about that one. Yeah, I think it gets pushed. We haven't seen
I think so too.
Internally, I've heard reports that it's not going well, or it's still just not what they want it to be. So, yeah, it's probably going to.
I don't think and it's not a game.
That's going to take up the Hollow Knight mantle now.
And it's not going to move Switch sales. So
no,
again,
that'll be the one that everybody goes, "Where is it?"
Okay, all right. You mentioned Duskbloods. I do have that here. Is Duskbloods make a reappearance?
Yeah. It's not a blowout or anything like that, but I think they just kind of have a trailer number 2 going for it.
And maybe
go
a
little more into the story on what's kind of happening.
Sure.
And but yeah, I mean I think you milk that exclusive for everything you can. If you've
it's a big deal.
You've secured From Software exclusive rights. It's like if we have the opportunity and the marketing budget to just plug it a little bit more, there's probably a decent amount of people who are interested in Switch 2 who don't know that that's a thing. So you keep mentioning that one.
That's a very good point. Okay.
Unlike Ghost of Yote, we don't need that anymore.
I'm with you. I think it does show up with maybe a more specific date. I don't know if they nail it down, but maybe they go spring.
Yeah. I don't know. From Software games, I can't really remember if they typically date them or if you get Windows first. But
okay. And then the other thing, Hades 2 release date. Is that for sure?
Yeah, Nick, it is. It is because I need I need it. So Yeah, but in seriousness, yes, I think we are getting to that point where we need to know approximately when that's coming to consoles. Like it came out when on PC? I mean, full release.
I mean, it has not full released yet.
It doesn't have even a full release on PC.
I'm assuming it'd be timed with this.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think we're coming up on it. It's been long enough.
Yeah. I need to know. I want to know so I can start that timer for when it comes to PlayStation.
I mean because it's interesting. Like that's why I want to know more. Like I wish I had the dates here in front of me because I don't think there's going to be a long amount of time from the time it does show back up to when we get to play it. So I think if it does show up at the end of this month, it'll be like November that we have it. But is that...
No, do the 2 weeks.
I mean, 2 weeks would be even better. But like, it's not going to be a thing where it's it's dated for any time next year for consoles. So.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I'm gonna say yeah. We're gonna go Silksong into Hades too, baby. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, that would be fantastic for indie games, but
for me.
So that's all the preamble I got on the Nintendo Direct. So if you have any predictions,
well, I have one prediction and then one question for you. I guess is it too early for Bonanza DLC announcements?
Boy, yeah, Nintendo's big on DLC right now, aren't they? It seems like every game's getting
it'll get some
DLC
stuff, but like, is it too early? Do they let people miss it for a little bit?
Yeah,
that's what I was kind of thinking too. But
that's a good question. Again, Nintendo's not my bread and butter. I'm not familiar with how soon they go. This is a thing,
right?
And then here's DLC, like with the most recent Kirby game. That's
I almost feel like they do it. They have a long period of time, and they usually make a bigger deal. I'm thinking like Splatoon. Like I feel like Splatoon always has like some weird, like this is a weird DLC we're doing all of a sudden. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's another game that needs to show up. That would be here is the Splatoon game. They randomly announced that there's a third one coming.
Right. Yeah, that was weird.
As just a press release, no trailer or anything. So,
and then one prediction, one kind of like I'm just putting it in the ether, but. You mentioned the 40th anniversary of Mario, right? And I don't think that is going to warrant an immediate. We have to announce a 3D Mario game. But what do you think about the idea of doing another collection? Right, like we had the 3D All-Star Collection come out a while ago, and that had 64, Galaxy, and Sunshine. I don't know if there's enough to do another 3D, even though everybody wants Galaxy 2. But what about like a 2D All-Star Collection where you have the new Super Mario Brothers? You could even do 1 and 2 and then plus Wonder. Have a new way to they like to do these Switch 2 editions of games.
Yeah.
It could be like this like little package to kind of be like,
you're making me think more they would do like an expansion to Odyssey and then repackage that as the Switch 2 version.
Kind of like how they did that Bowser's Fury thing.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm thinking we should be not expecting, but prepared for some Mario type thing, but not the big one.
No. And my prediction is Mario Maker 3.
Ooh, that's a good one. I always forget about Mario Maker.
That it would be time for them to do that. I don't know. I'm not too familiar with the franchise, so I don't know where they would go as far as like what improvements they could make on the second game, but they need a Switch 2 version. That game is very popular. So
well, and bouncing off of that, but so you mentioned. They like to do these new Switch 2 editions of games, right? A big one that they haven't done that would be huge would be Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Switch 2 edition. And what do you think about this, Nick? Alongside that, they have
this would be huge.
A new character.
Yes, if you're doing it.
And that new character is Hollow Knight. It's either Hornet or the Knight. To help commemorate that. I don't know. It's just like, I'm saying the Hollow Knight piece for just fucking LOLs. But like, I could see a world where it's like, okay, we need a Switch 2 edition of Smash, get some more sales, pretty it up a little bit. Sakurai, do you have one more character in you? I know we've had all this, like, this is the final thing, but like, we can market our way around it.
That would be huge. That'd be a big one. Yeah, I would think it'd have to be more than just a character because these things have been. They've been charging $80 for them, and so they've been $20 bumps. So I think it'd have to be a little more than just one character, maybe 2 or 3 or 4. But yeah, I would.
That'd be a big deal. Break the internet type stuff.
Yeah, that would. They would make a lot of money on that.
Yeah, so
a Switch 2 port of Ultimate is definitely needed. So.
Yeah. So that would be an insane Nintendo Direct. Obviously, everything we just said. If you get the Metroid date, Dust Bloods, Hades 2, some Smash shit thrown in there, but
well, yeah, it really. I mean,
Who
anything
knows?
can be in these things because there's so many games announced. But I mean, yeah, what is next year for Nintendo? It seems Xbox has got it slated. Sony's a question mark, as we'll get into. But yeah, what are the big Switch 2 games of next year?
I mean, if you get Dusk
Animal
Bloods
Crossing.
Animal Crossing,
Just
if you get Dusk Bloods in there, and if Prime does get pushed, I mean, you've already got 3 pretty big. Like that would be 3.
Yeah, we're definitely due for
But
an Animal Crossing announcement.
We're due for a lot, man. We're due for an Animal Crossing. We are definitely due for a 3D Mario.
Yeah, but I think Donkey Kong is that. That's that team. So I think
don't
that
know.
it resets the counter, in my opinion.
That would be disappointing, but maybe.
Especially if there is a Switch 2 edition of Odyssey with expanded content, then you're really waiting a long time. So
Yeah, it'd still be disappointing. But yeah, I hear you.
I know, but apparently Donkey Kong Bonanza is amazing. So you just have to
So I've heard.
suffer through that.
But I don't want to dig. I want to get moons.
Is there anything else you can think of as far as Nintendo?
I mean, they always have those weird shoot off, not very popular series, the F-Zero series, or
Yeah, I don't think they're touching
like
that
kind of stuff.
They got 2 racers already in the first 6 months of the Switch 2.
Yeah. And
As much as I'd love them to touch F-Zero.
did they just have some Mario Party announcement? Was it just Mario Party for the Switch 2 edition?
And it got DLC.
And it got DLC.
Yep, that uses the microphones and the cameras.
Right, that dumb thing. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe is there room for Xbox games being coming over type stuff? Is there room for I don't think it would not be at a Direct, but I do think it'd be pretty cool if like eventually you see like a Nintendo Direct and like God of War 2018 is like coming onto Switch 2. That'd be cool. Super cool. You wouldn't do it there. It'd be a bigger deal, but I don't know.
It
open my
seems
mind
like
for weird
we
things.
keep. I know you've made this prediction a couple of times about Microsoft showing up at specifically Nintendo, and they just don't.
Yeah, I feel like it's just money on the table, man.
And
You've lost the console war. Just get your money.
right, and they had such a big presence at Gamescom that no, I don't think. I think they'll just be side announcements. They won't be part of the Direct, which fine, I guess. Okay. Yeah, I really don't have anything else, but there'll be a bunch of indie games there. That's all I can tell you. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's move into our bread and butter, PlayStation. So I wanted to start with this. Every state of play for the last couple, like at least the last 2 years, has ended on a banger. The last state of play ended on Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. Before that, Ceros. Before that, Ghost of Yote. Before that, Astrobot. Before that, Physant. And before that, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Wow.
Those are some big games.
Yeah.
What do you think this state of play would end on?
That God of War 2.5D thing.
There you go. I
He
forgot
pointed
about
at me,
that.
guys. He pointed at me.
Yeah, I forgot about that one. I forgot that was a rumor. I'm glad you remembered it. I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
Because I was going to go there, Corey Barlog's game, whatever he's working on at Sony Santa Monica. But no, you're right. It will be the 2.5
I would think so.
God of War game. 100%.
It doesn't seem right to me that Corey Barlog's game would be that level, but we've made this comment before and it doesn't seem to matter, but it's like we got to start clearing the plate a little bit, right? We can't just keep adding on another large studio AAA game that we don't know anything about, right? We got Intergalactic sitting, we got Ceros sitting, we got Wolverine sitting. There's random Uncharted game that was just teased years ago in a commercial. It's like there's things that we need to clear off the plate a little bit, and I think a God of War 2.5D Metroidvania, whatever it would be, would be like, oh, cool, another thing to look forward to, but it doesn't fill that like massive slot.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? And
that would be a big deal.
it'd be, yeah. Yeah,
Be a big
like,
deal.
dude, that Prince of Persia Lost Crown game, but like with God of War, yeah, it'd be great.
Yep.
I mean, I'd be excited. I don't know if a whole bunch of people would be, but yeah, that'd be awesome.
Okay.
Or maybe if God of War Ragnarok got a Miles Morales style, could be an Atreus game ready to go. I don't know, but again, I don't think we need to. We need games to come out and have dates and things. We don't need more vague announcements of when are these going to get slotted in.
Right. And you did mention the big games: Wolverine, Intergalactic Saros, Marvel Token Fighting Souls. I guess any of those could also end this and be a big deal, especially, we have not seen anything of Saros.
Yeah.
We haven't seen anything of Wolverine. and just the briefest of teasers for Intergalactic. Any of those games could end, and that would be, I would consider it a big deal, because I would assume that they're accompanying, at least saying they're coming next year, just like every other previous one has. So, but I mean, outside of them ending the show, out of those big five there, or big four, I'm sorry. All right. Which ones do you place the most money on showing up?
Saros is kind of what I'm thinking. First off, it's the one I want the most, so there's that. But
and they did say gameplay this year.
That's a big piece of it, that they said gameplay would be coming out this year. This is the very last thing of the year for PlayStation, except for the Game Awards at the end of the year, which could, fit that, but I don't think so. So I think Saros gets a nice meaty gameplay reveal with a. I think you date it too. It just, it's assuming it's ready for that spring, that February, March area.
I think if you're planning a flag before Grand Theft Auto, you are giving a date. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I think that's the one, because if it's not that, I think Intergalactic's definitely way off. Wolverine is weird to me. I'm not going to put any stake in that game until it just shows up again. So yeah, I'm thinking Saros is the next first party release.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm with you. Saros for sure. Everything else is. Tokan Fighting Souls could probably show up too. It start drip feeding character announcements.
I have that. I think Tokan is there too. And I think it's specifically with just like we're going to show off two characters or something. It could be Magneto and Professor X, or it could, who knows what it would be.
Right.
But yeah. So I think that's there too.
Okay. All right. What about their live service initiative? Is there a chance Fair Games or Marathon shows up?
I think Fair Games is dead. I would not be surprised if we never see that again. The creative director or the game director just left, which is never a good sign, especially this far in development for something we have no idea even really what it is. There's all this Herman Hulst interviewing of like, well, actually, it's good that we failed, because then it tells us what we need to do and go back to the drawing board, yada, yada, yada. I think at this point they need to just make sure Marathon lives. I think if they're going to put their eggs in one of those baskets, I think it's Marathon. Just it's probably a little bit further along, probably in a little bit of better spot. Bungie's going through leadership changes right now, so obviously, like, they need to be involved with what's going on over there. So I don't think we'll see either of them. And this one,
and you just reminded me, little derailment here is that this could end on that Project Gummy Bears as well. That other live service game.
God, I hope not. But yeah, you're right.
That would be a brand new announcement to fit in here as well. But
yeah. So I don't think we will see any of that stuff. But I don't know, man. I think the Haven acquisition is going to be another Firewalk.
Yeah.
What's the bad one?
Fire Sprite? Firewalk.
Firewalk.
Sure.
Stupid. Why did you it's another Outer Wilds scenario. But yeah, they need to just be careful with, you can't just come out when more live service guys, everything's fine. Like you got to be careful with that. So if we do see it, it would be more of like a Sea of, what's that pirate puppet game? Sea of Remnants.
Yes.
It'd be something like that, or like we might get some free to play stuff like that, but I don't think it'll be one of the big ones that they've kind of championed.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah. I'm with you there. All right, and then my final question here before we can free for all it is Judas.
No.
Hold on. Judas was featured in a State of Play early last year. Of course, dead silence on the game ever since then, except for recently when they had a PlayStation blog post talking about the game, talking about the villainy system. They released the key art for the game. So I don't know, John. I think it is a chance. I'm thinking they're talking because they're going to ramp up that media cycle.
Do you have enough money in the league to buy it back again? Or no?
I don't think it's coming this year.
Okay,
No,
sure.
no. But I think enough to show it here.
Yeah, I don't know. I get the vibe of that one too. It's like kind of like a Wolverine scenario where it's like, maybe we showed it off a little early. We're gonna make sure that it's, and we're gonna control our own destiny with the communication of it. I just think the next time we see them, they will have that date. They will be ready to go, know what their exact plan is, and I just don't think they're quite there yet. It just doesn't. I don't get that vibe.
I think so. I'm gonna go out on a limb here.
So if Judas is there, is that like
Early next year?
I know, but where do you slot it in the show? Like that's not just a middle. That's an ender or an opener.
It would be an opener then. It would be an opener for sure.
Okay.
And again, like I said, it's just the check-in. Like I think you made a good point about being on your radar. Like with Duskbloods, it's like, oh, we got this exclusive From Software game. It's like Ken Levine's next game is partnering with PlayStation for advertisement. We want to bring this back up again. So you guys go, oh yeah, the BioShock game.
I wonder, like, outside of weirdos like you and I, how many people know the name Ken Levine?
I don't know.
It's gotta be so. It's interesting. Like you can do the whole like from the creators of BioShock. Most people know BioShock. Yeah, I don't know. It's just a thought. Like
I mean, marketing this thing is going to be weird for sure. It's got a weird name. Obviously, Ken Levine's relevance is waning big time. But I mean, you throw out first-person roguelike.
And it just visually it looks amazing. So it's going to catch your attention anyway.
Yeah. So, I mean, the rumor come from Jeff Grubb is like saying they don't know if this is a State of Play or showcase. If it's a showcase,
then we party. then we haven't gotten one of those.
Then all of our predictions are pretty on.
The last showcase was the Wolverine Spider-Man 2
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't?
It was the disastrous one, the all live service games. That's where Marathon was announced.
That's why we were so excited for that one.
Yeah, like, they haven't had one. They haven't had one since Marathon, Fair Games, and Concord.
And like just reading, analyzing as we do, it's like maybe this is a more likely showcase month than others because they did do the State of Play in the front end of it and be like, okay, we're just gonna get this out of the way and then.
Yeah, good point.
I don't know. Maybe they feel like a little extra pressure because this is a Switch 2 launch year. We need to come out with our guns blazing, to really counteract that. That'd be awesome. That'd be fucking dope. If it's a showcase, man, I mean, who knows? It'll be fair.
Yeah, I'm not.
Fair games
it's a State of Play to me until I hear otherwise. But yeah, showcase.
It might not even happen at all. You and I are just sitting here assuming it will. So
hey, the data shows they're going to do this.
That's fair.
All right, now it's out there. What are you thinking?
I want the fucking Ori games to come over. That's what I want. I don't know where you do it. I don't know how you do it. When you do it, Xbox makes the announcements. Moon Studio makes the announcements. I don't know, but I want those games. It's like I feel like there's more smoke and shit for Halo coming over. We just got a Gears game. Give me the fucking Metroidvania awesomeness.
I know.
They're not doing anything sitting over there. They're gorgeous. I said on this very podcast, like the ray tracing from Ori is unlike anything I've ever seen on my OLED. Like I want to play those games again. And I never even beat the second one. And getting trophies like Metroidvanias to me are the best trophies systems out there. They're just fun to if it's a well-designed game like those ones are. Give me it. Give me that.
You're
I don't know if it's prediction territory. I just want it.
Not likely, I'd say.
Yeah, I know, but so if those were to come over, is that just a random Tuesday blog post? Probably. Like
yeah,
Yeah,
that's fair. Yeah, that's a good question. They're not a Yeah, maybe you do. If it's a showcase, again, yeah, maybe. But state of play, I don't think so.
It would be wild, dude. They're doing a showcase, and like for some reason they have a stage, and you're kind of confused why, and then like Herman Hulst walks out, and you're like, oh, what's up? All right, and then Phil Spencer walks. Whoa! Like I want that moment.
Never gonna happen.
I know.
Maybe at the Game Awards.
Yeah.
But not
And it would be with all three. It wouldn't just be those two. It'd be,
Right.
and then we'd have Doug
Right.
Bowser up there too.
I do think this is where you'll see Battlefield 6 again. Maybe a single player campaign. We have not seen that at all.
Yeah.
I think it's, again, October's coming. It's time to ramp up marketing for that. So I think that would be a surefire bet to be here.
Ghost will probably be there again. Call of Duty will probably be there.
Oh, Call of Duty and Battlefield in the same show?
No, yeah, probably not. I don't know, but yeah, they're gonna be everywhere they can be.
Here's a spicy one. Does Capcom show up with Resident Evil Requiem to announce they're doing it in VR like the other ones?
It's a good one. We still haven't seen a lot of Resident Evil, like at all, really.
No,
Really?
nothing.
So, yeah, I'll buy that for $1.
Okay.
I'll bite.
Okay, that was my big one.
Yeah, that's a good one. I've been a champion of the whole idea behind them, doing all this work for 7 and 8 is to, they're good at it. Why would you not utilize that for this new release? So, it's either that or you hold on that and you wait till the game comes out and then you have a DLC announcement and you can charge $10 for it and you can do it that way,
Okay.
as opposed to at launch. Or maybe they even, but yeah, like I said, I'll buy that for $1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really have anything else. I mean, maybe we'll see a Skate trailer that just seems to be ready to go.
Yeah, I think there's some release dates out there, like Marvel Cosmic Invasion is still no release date.
Yeah.
Waiting on that. That's slated for this year. The superhero story game Dispatch, I would assume that would eventually show up here. I don't remember where that was. I think that was the Game Awards last year, wasn't it? When Aaron Paul and Laura Bailey came out on stage. John's watch is
my watch is
freaking out.
going crazy. I'm sure that didn't come across the mic, but it just went, poop my pants. All right. Yeah, I don't know where Dispatch showed up. I'm not sure.
I think it was the Game Awards.
Remember Forsaken? Remember that game?
No, I try to Forsaken or Forspoken.
Forspoken.
I try to forget.
See, that's how big of an impact that made on me.
Oh, we didn't touch on Square Enix. What is the next big Square Enix thing? Kingdom Hearts 4 is a thing.
Yeah.
We know for sure the Final Fantasy.
You got
game
the
is
You
coming.
got the Tactics one coming.
Yeah, the Tactics one coming.
They made an announcement that Dragon Quest 12 was a thing, like probably 2 years ago at this point.
Right.
So that's got to be ready to get
Sure,
shown
one
off
of their
again.
projects would definitely be here.
Do they own the Tales series?
No, that's Bandai Namco.
Bandai. I say because they're due for Tales of Arise was a while ago now.
I think there's a remake of one of them coming.
Yeah. I don't know. There's every time we do this, it gets harder and harder, man. It's like it used to, I feel like when we started this podcast, it was like, okay, just go over the first party studios, think about them, and then the big players, Capcom
Right,
and whatever. Now
right.
there's so many studios and there's so many projects. God, who knows?
Yeah, and another one interesting enough is Ubisoft, who there's the Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake.
Oh man, be careful. Be careful.
And the
Yep.
Splinter Cell remake as well. Those are just been sitting around.
Yeah.
This not announced. What is the next projects for Ubisoft? I don't know. We know a bunch of Assassin's Creed games are coming, but out of the shadows, we won't be hearing anything.
Yeah, it is like they really are just kind of staying quiet right now, aren't they? Which is probably the right move.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. Mega Bonk comes out on September 18th.
Maybe we talked about that last week.
Mega Bonk.
Yeah, we talked about them because they
Did we
delayed.
seriously?
Yeah, they delayed their game because of Hollow Knight.
Oh,
They're supposed to be out this week. So,
Yeah.
All right. I hope these things happen.
Me too. I'm gonna. You got me excited in this podcast, and so if it doesn't happen, your desk will be flipped.
As I've said,
your figures on your desk will be on the ground.
Oh no!
And yeah.
It was on Kind of Funny. They threatened when they were trying to get something to it was about their fantasy league. They were trying to get a trade approved. They were joking that they were going to take the league commissioner Blessing. They're just going to clean his desk so he'd lose all his figures and nerd shit on his desk.
Yep.
I was like, yeah, that's pretty valid. That's I wouldn't want to deal with that.
Walk in the next day, nothing. Your desk is cleared out.
Yeah, just a standard desk.
Just looking forward to a morning cup of coffee, watching some short internet videos. Now I got to do this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we can move on if you're good.
Yeah.
So obviously DEFCON 1, we're ready. I have a feeling Nintendo is going to go first, and then Sony will be toward the end of this month. But
yeah, I mean, I think honestly they'll probably both be in that week of September 22nd. It's probably one.
For a good minute, they were always the same day. It felt
Right.
like almost kind of like an E3 of old, where it's like the showcases would be lined up like that. But
Yeah. I'm going to go September 25th for PlayStation and September 24th for Nintendo.
Okay. I think Nintendo's next week, but we'll go. It just
Nintendo
my
wants
gut.
to go on 9/11. Really take everybody's mind off of life.
Sure. All right, let's move on to our final topic here, and that is a video game that I've been playing. Hot off the presses, Shinobi Art of Vengeance, the next game from Lizard Cube, the makers of Streets of Rage 4. This came out on August 28th and is currently sitting at an 87 on OpenCritic. And I have played and completed it entirely. Woo! And I will say this. This game is fucking awesome.
It rules.
It is so good. It is we kind of on the last episode theorized what kind of game it was. Is it a true Metroidvania, right? Like one just giant sprawling map, or is it kind of like Ninja Gaiden Ragebound and where it's level based? And it is level based, but like a Metroidvania, each one is just a smaller Metroidvania. They just don't have the interconnected. All the levels aren't interconnected into each other. So you'll play the opening level and you'll see some shit and you're like, how do I get through that? And you're like, oh, I'm going to have to come back after I unlock the skill that gets me through that kind of wall or can get me up higher. So it has all the trappings of a Metroidvania. It's a 2D game. It looks awesome. Blizzard Cube, Streets of Rage 4 is no slouch in the visual department and the art style. This is the same way. It's just like hand-drawn.
Congratulations on your art direction award.
Oh,
But you gotta
well,
beat
compete
Hollow
with some games.
Knight. Gotta beat Hollow Knight.
And and so the game you play as Joe. Have you played a Shinobi game before?
On the Genesis.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't remember ever playing.
Yeah,
one.
for some reason, Shinobi is like one of my very, very, very first video game memories.
Oh, okay.
I renting it and I remember wall bouncing being like this, like
Yeah.
I can jump off a wall, and that was it. That's how you impress little kids.
Hey, it's an impressive skill. I mean, could you imagine if you could do that in real life?
True. Bump, up, 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 up. Yeah, it was the very first time I can remember doing the cliched video game move of like wall bouncing just up a path or something. After getting stuck, not knowing where to go.
Yeah, so you play as a ninja. Again, this is the year of the ninja. You play as Joe Musashi, who I'm assuming is the main character throughout all these games. He is part of the Oboro clan, and they are attacked by the ENE Corporation, and that kind of kicks off this revenge narrative throughout the game, where you go and obviously kill all of his lieutenants and then go and face the big bad Ruse. But what makes this game unique is, first of all, you're a ninja, and you get all the ninja abilities. You get ninpo, so you can breathe fire, create a water bubble shield to do counterattacks, lightning attacks, and stuff like that. And then you get ultra powerful ninjutsus What do
Can we get breaking news?
Yeah. What's up?
Tom Henderson.
Oh no! Oh my God. Okay, you go ahead.
So this,
oh my
okay,
God. Oh my
again,
God. Oh my
again.
God. Oh my God.
Stop.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Still in the rumor phase, so this isn't true. But Tom Henderson from Insider Gaming, who is pretty fucking reliable, says exclusive Insomniac Games Wolverine is likely to be at PlayStation's next state
Oh my
of
God.
play. There you go, buddy.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh man, there's more too.
Okay, let's go ahead.
We're so good. As for what else the next State of Play event could feature remains to be seen, but it is likely to feature Bungie's upcoming marathon, a new Metroidvania God of War,
Yes.
and possibly even Naughty Dog's Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophet.
Now they're just.
You flew too close to the sun. It also says Phantom Blade Zero. So
Yeah, they've been tied. That has been featured in. That was in the Sony showcase as well.
yeah. So this, I mean, if any of that's all that's, I mean, also I like that this post is here because it seems to again corroborate there is an end of September, and that's what he says according to sources who wish to remain anonymous. PlayStation is currently planning its next State of Play event towards the end of September.
Perfect. Beautiful. That's why you listen to us. That's why you listen to us.
Man,
All right. Now Wolverine.
sure.
Start of the show, or is it the end of the show?
Man, I think re-emerging things are just perfect for the start of a show.
Right.
But what do you end the show with?
I think the 2.5D God
Yeah.
of War.
Yeah, you start with Wolverine. Yeah. Yep. Start with it.
So that means there's a good chance that Wolverine is next year then,
Yeah.
if it's here.
I mean, if it's not next year, it's bullshit. Like, so don't do that. Just don't do that. All right, cool.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's fun. Breaking news on the show.
Oh my God. This how John feels about Hollow Knight right now is Wolverine.
Anyway, Shinobi.
Yeah, Shinobi. So you get these little smaller attacks, your ninpos, but you also get these like screen filling ninjutsus that have other abilities, like kill all enemies on the screen or full heal, and they're just again more just beautifully animated, hand drawn art, and every time you do one of these, it's a joy. But one of the coolest mechanics of the game is the stagger mechanic. And that's where if you do enough damage to an enemy repeatedly, but don't kill them, they'll get this little symbol over their head. And you can do this to every enemy on the screen. And then you hit L1, R1, and you instantly kill them all in this cool, flashy red and black dash move.
Is it kind of like an all-out attack from Persona? That's what it says. So the way you described it.
Yeah, it can be that way, yeah. But it's an instant kill. So once you get a guy to that, L1, R1, instant kill, you get bonus money and kunai refills and health. And it feels good every time. It's just one of those mechanics that you're like, ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah, you're on the other side of the screen, but I just hit you with that kunai, and you got that little symbol over your head, L1, R1.
See you.
Yeah, dead. And this applies to mini bosses, regular enemies, and all the big bosses as well. You can do this too, and it's just great. And that's kind of what is the best part of this game is like I just wanted to play more of it and more of it and more of it because it just the combination of that super smooth gameplay, the great art style, the great music, and just this level design that. Yeah, it's segmented from a giant map, but this allows them to have some just crazy maps, whether it be like an underground base, a train level, a mountain. The different like environments and biomes vary greatly because they're not handcuffed by having like, oh, this has got to connect to this and this got to connect to this, or we have to have some weird story conceit like in Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown as to why all of a sudden you're in the ocean
Right.
in that game. So it's incredible. And then including some bonus stages that are just straight out of like old school arcade games that are just fun as hell. There's just a lot of surprises in this that I'll just let, if you choose to pick this up.
Oh, I will.
To discover themselves. But yeah, it's everything. Lizard Cube is so high on my list of games. I even joked with John if they're the ones to do the Gunstar Heroes sequel, I would lose my mind. That'd be a
good
dream.
candidate. Absolutely.
Because they're just proving themselves again with their art, and then all their projects have been massively great games. This and Streets of Rage 4, taking established franchises and making modern versions of them and just hitting it out of the park. It's awesome. Yeah.
Well, I do plan on playing it. And I really want to play it, if only for the reason so I can play like, okay, so you love Shinobi, right, Nick? And you're like, yeah, I love Shinobi.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, okay, cool.
I had this thought while
it's like a
playing it.
Metroidvania, right? And you're like, yeah, it's like a Metroidvania. Is it kind of hard? Yeah, it's pretty tough. All right, why aren't you playing Silksong? Why aren't you doing that then? So, if only for that reason.
Outside of the secret boss at the end that you have to do a lot of things to get to, the bosses aren't very hard,
That's
but
tough.
they're fun. I have a good time.
I mean, I can no-hit all of them except the last two in Silks and Hollow Knight.
well,
So,
you're
you just haven't tried hard enough.
And it does have like these challenge rooms where you go and you have to do a bunch of like really slick platforming.
Ooh, I like that.
And
that was one of my favorite things about Lost Crown.
Yeah, this has got that exact same thing in it, and it's awesome. The funny thing though is like in the demo was unlocking a lot of the traversal abilities as you played. So, and in the regular game, you have to like get a few levels ahead to get all of them. So I was getting to sections. I'm like, I did this in the demo, but I don't have the ability now. I'm like, did I miss something?
Oh, that sucks. Yeah.
But no, that's just how the game works. Like, so if you are playing it, don't be like, oh, should I be able to do this? It's like, no, you have to get the abilities.
Does it? Are you able to like pick and choose which levels you want to do, or is it always just like this is the next level, now this is the next level, now this is the next level?
So no, yeah, you can. So everything is called. They call them zones. The trophies call them zones. So each zone is made up of like at most 3 levels, some are 2, and you can pick which one you want to do. You can do whatever order in those zones as you want.
Okay.
So you don't have to. Stages don't have to be in exact order.
Do you feel $30 is appropriate? Should it be a little less? Is it a little much? What do you think? What do you think?
Oh well, I think.
I mean,
Hollow Knight threw that
Silksong
out.
is only $20.
This was 26 before if you pre-ordered it.
It's not bad.
Yeah, I think 30 is fine. I think Silksong should be 32, but don't hate me if I say that out loud. But I think these big, high-polished indie games, they can charge 30. That's fine with me.
Yeah.
The world's rough. So,
Yeah.
So
The world is rough. From Nick.
So
PlayStation. Nope, we're not the PlayStation pals anymore. Formerly of the PlayStation.
From the left joystick.
Yes.
So this is like, again, I think I'm gauging like as I start thinking of like end of year stuff and game of the year stuff is like what games were I just like super excited to go back and play over and over. And this is going to be a hard platinum. I'll have to look at some guides because you do have to beat the game in under 10 hours, beat the boss rush mode, get S rank on every level. So there's some work to be done to get the platinum, but I did 100% every level as far as collectibles and the challenge rooms and stuff like that. So
I bet the 10-hour one is not bad at all. I bet you just have to look and like see.
Right.
The S rank one sounds like it could be a bit of a shitty one to have to do. But I mean, do you know what the difficulty score of it is?
No, I mean it just came out, so like
Yeah.
there's not really much in the way of guides
Sure.
as far as that stuff. But this is also getting DLC, which will include bosses from other games like Dr. Robotnik or Dr. Eggman is going to be DLC to this game, and they haven't said the other bosses yet, so there is more content coming.
Some Sega
some old Sega
love.
bosses. Yeah, so and Streets of Rage 4 got DLC, so that they supported that game for quite a while. So this might be a game I just eventually platinum. We'll see.
Yeah.
Definitely want to play more of it, and like I said, like when I'm thinking of my game of the year, I think this pushed itself into my top 3 of the year, with Indiana Jones. So,
And Claire?
no,
And Death Stranding?
mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. And like I said, it's just that feeling that I got. Like the Expedition 33 is a great game. It's number 4, but Expedition 33 also became one of those games where by the time I finished it, I'm like, "Nyeh."
Yeah, I'm ready to move on. I want something different.
Yeah, and I wasn't obsessed as I am with these other 3. So, Shinobi's going to get a 10 from me, man.
Oh.
It's that good. It's phenomenal. It's like I said, it's a good Metroidvania light. It's like a good mix of not fully leaning into that direction, but like the combat's there, everything else is perfect there, and the whole package is just slick. Like some of the set pieces are right out of, I would say like Neva and Greece. Like some of the, and it knows when it's doing it too.
Neva.
It pans out, the camera gets really far back, and you're like, oh yeah, you wanted me to take this all in, didn't you? So it's awesome. Just a great game all around. I can't say enough good things about it.
Yeah. Now I'll have to decide. I'll probably wait till it just gets that first sale, and then be like, all right, now it's time. I'm going to be playing Silksong. Like, play Silksong. Silksong.
Yeah, I know. You got Silksong, you got Lies of P, you got the yo-yo game, and Pipistrello.
Yeah, the yo-yo game, we'll see.
Okay.
not really vibing with that one.
But we'll see how you feel after Hollow Knight. You might want to break from these type of games, but I guarantee you'll gobble this up
for sure
and love every second of it. I'm so glad I decided to take a chance on it and play it.
Take a chance on me.
And I wonder how this Sega initiative for this is the first one, right, of Sega's big initiative to bring all their old franchise back. I mean, it was
Shinobi, Crazy Taxi, Golden Axe,
Jet Set Radio. Might have been those
four.
They have.
I think it was.
I'm sure they have more.
Yeah.
What's the DJ game? I mean, they have more franchises.
DJ
Who knows?
Hero?
No, Space Channel 5.
Oh. Maybe
they have a lot of games. I mean, Sega's been obviously around forever. So Echo the Dolphin. I don't know.
A 9.2 from IGN for Space Channel 5. What the fuck? All right.
But I mean, we haven't heard. I don't even know what the next one is because they really haven't been. Talking.
Yeah,
about
they had that
them.
one trailer and that was it.
But I mean, this is the starting point, and they obviously found the right developer for the right project, and Shinobi's back. You're the ninja.
You know what else is exciting? Wolverine. It's also exciting.
That just makes my day.
I know it should.
That just makes my day.
It should.
We might see Wolverine.
And if you don't, we get to find where Tom Henderson lives.
If next year is Grand Theft Auto and Wolverine, and Hades 2, and probably Judas, and Fable.
Well, Hold on.
Okay. I mean, it's just next year.
And Resident Evil.
And Resident Evil 9. It's like, holy shit, dude! Like next year is the year of years.
Intergalactic comes on the fall. Saros maybe.
Well, I would think Saros, Wolverine's your big fall game. Saros is your big spring game. After that,
who knows?
Yeah, maybe you fit that 2.5D God of War in the summer.
Yeah, you throw that wherever.
Yep. So, damn.
Good
That's
stuff,
what I'm saying. That's what I love about this hobby. I never get bored. I just can't get bored.
It's always shifting. It's always changing. It's not like, not to rag on people who's like, oh, I just love the Detroit Lions, right? It's like, yeah, but it's just another game and another one. Like, at some point, are you just like, I don't know. Maybe that's very. I don't piss off a lot of people.
Again, our email address is betweenthejoysticks@gmail.com.
Yeah, I'm that way with the Tigers,
wrong.
but like even that, it's just, that's why video games and movies, man. It's just everything. It's usually fresh if you know where to look and if you keep an open mind. And
as a creative medium,
this podcast, Nick hated indie games. I fucking hate all indie games. They all suck. Nothing indie.
And I'm giving an indie game a 10.
Yep. Look at that. Look at that.
It's awesome stuff. And also, Shinobi has a good video game dog, Yamato.
What's his name?
Yamato.
Yamato.
Is that how you say it?
I don't know.
Yamato.
Oh, Yamato. Sorry, I thought you were saying Yamato.
Yamato.
Yamato?
Starts with a Y.
Yamato. Yamato? Yamato. That is a good looking. That's a good looking doggy.
Yeah.
Yamato is a ninja dog employed by the Oboro clan. Nice.
Yeah, he's sweet. And that also invites the Neva comparisons too. But yeah, Okay.
Should go play Neva at some point again. Takes 2 hours.
Yeah. Yeah. Or just play this.
Yeah, that too.
Okay. All right. Well, that's it for the show. Damn, that was a good show.
Well, I mean, you got some awesome news in the middle of it.
Yeah, breaking news in line with our predictions. Great
Now we just got to let it actually happen.
Yeah, now, yeah, exactly it.
All means nothing until hopefully
if
2 to 3
Silksong proved us anything, until they're actually saying the date, but damn if it's not hard to get excited.
Yeah, I'm hard.
Yeah, well, we can ultimate tease for next week. John, you'll have played it. You'll be on the other side.
Either that or I'm really mad at my family. One of the two. So, yeah, I'll be there.
I'll
be silking and songing.
Yeah. Now, tomorrow is the launch day as we're recording. And, if you're listening to us and playing the game, jackpot. That's a sweet combo.
Yeah.
Is there anything else we can tease? Obviously, we're just going to wait and hear about these.
No, I mean, I could say I'm going to play 15 minutes of something, but it doesn't really matter. So no.
Yeah, well, all next episode will just be John talking about Silksong.
We'll see, man. We'll see. I would love that to be the case. I just, because I've played 2.5 hours of it, and it's good. Anyway, back to Nick. We'll see.
That's good. I just want to play more of it.
Yeah. I did take a day off of work to hopefully get a nice meaty chunk in. So
I hope it works out for you.
Yep.
Yeah, and as far as myself, I don't know what my next thing is. I can't tell you.
You should play.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. So we'll see.
Go buy.
I'll
Switch.
work on
Go
that
buy
platinum.
Switch 2.
What's that?
Just go buy a Switch 2. Just do it.
No.
Start playing Zelda.
Thank you. But yeah, we'll have stuff to talk about next week. We can talk about our fantasy league. That's for sure.
Yeah. I want to talk about that
as we get into.
See if I have a shot against Nick.
Yes, this is our 5th year. John has won 3 of those 5 years. He lost for the first time last year. Last year's winner is out. There's no way he's going to win. So, yeah, we can talk about our teams and see
if Nick can pull out his first dub. Catch a dub, as the kids say.
It's going to be close.
It's going to be close, but I mean, I think your entire season is Cosmic Invasion. Just for, like if you get a date on that, I think I'm cooked. But if you don't, doors
we'll
open.
See.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see where Silksong lands.
I also think that I think that could. I don't know.
We'll talk more next week.
Yeah, I guess I don't need to get ahead of myself.
Great episode, breaking news, great predictions. We thank you for listening. Take care of yourself out there. Do what's good for you. Play some video games.
Just not too good.
Just the right amount.
Just the right amount of good.
Take care of yourself. And of course, we will be back next week with up to 6 things. Bye.
See ya. Silksong.